Hey builders, I hope you haven't let your fitness routines take a back burner during these last few months. But if you have, no worries, because today's nuts and bolts video notes, we're going to go over the physical activity guidelines for Americans. More specifically, we're going to dive into the aerobic physical activities. How often, how long, the 2 intensity levels, and how to monitor those intensity levels. Now, for those of you that don't know me, I'm Coach Becky, your go-to resource for healthy weight loss transformation. Now look, we have a lot to cover today, so let's get to it. When it comes to your aerobic workouts, how often you should be doing it is throughout the week. And when we talk about how long you should be doing it, we're talking about your moderate intensity as well as vigorous intensity. Now, for substantial health benefits, moderate intensity workouts should happen 150 to 300 minutes per week. Well, my gosh, that sounds like a lot. But if we break it up into 5 days, then that's just 30 minutes for each of those 5 days. So that seems much more manageable, right? Well, as far as your vigorous intensity workouts, you only need to do those to get substantial health benefits 75 minutes to 150 minutes per week. So if you take 75 minutes, you can break that up into 3 25-minute sessions. So all you have to do is put it on your calendar, make sure you get it done, and it's that manageable with only doing 3 25-minute sessions or 5 30-minute sessions. Now, what are they talking about when they say moderate versus vigorous? Well, being able to monitor this is key because you want to be able to get the most out of your workout. Because after all, are you working hard or are you just hardly working? So there's so many different ways that you can monitor this, and I'm just going to go over 2 of them. The first is called the maximum heart rate method. And so the reason why I picked this is because so many people own fitness watches, right? Well, on a fitness watch, it shows you how many beats your heart is beating per minute. So that's the BPM. Now, what you do is you take your, to find your maximum heart rate, which I'm sure many of you are thinking, what in the world is that? Well, I'm so glad you asked, because you take 220, subtract your age, and that's your maximum heart rate. Now, you never want to work out at your maximum heart rate. That's too high. So what you do is that if you want to work out at a moderate level, then you take that number, your maximum heart rate, and you either work out between 50% or 70% of the maximum heart rate. So for example, if you are 40 years old, then you take 220, subtract your age, which is 40. That takes you down to 180. And then if you wanted to work out at 50% of your maximum heart rate, then you just take 180 times 50%. That puts you at 90. So that's 90 beats per minute is what you should read on your fitness watch. Now, I provided for you a chart below. Now, this is just a general guideline for you to look at, and it provides you with an age range and then what your heart rate, your target heart rate should be between 50 to 85% of your maximum heart rate. So let's say if you wanted to work out at a vigorous level, so that would be 70% to 85% of your maximum heart rate. So let's use the 40-year-old person again. So you take 220, subtract the age, that takes you down to 180, and then if you multiply that times 85%, then you can see on the chart the highest range for a 40-year-old to work out at 85% is 153 beats per minute. Now, let's say you don't own a fitness watch, or your fitness watch needs to be recharged, but you still want to get a workout in. Well, all you do is you use to monitor your fitness intensity level is something called the talk test. And here's how it works. It's so simple. You don't need any fancy equipment to do it. So if you're working out and you break a little bit of a sweat and you find that you would be able to carry on a conversation with someone, but you wouldn't be able to sing a song, then that means that you're at a moderate level. Now, as far as vigorous, let's say if you're sweating a little bit more, and then you find that you wouldn't be able to carry on a full conversation before you would need to take a breath, then that is a good indication that you are at a vigorous intensity level. Now, we covered a lot today, so if you'd like to learn more, then you can certainly DM me on either Facebook or Instagram, or you can always send me an email and we'll get you scheduled for a free 30-minute health coaching session. We'll talk about your specific fitness and health needs. So until next time, this is Coach Becky signing off, your go-to resource for healthy weight loss transformation. And please remember, healthy choices build a better you.